Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, on behalf of your Denver-based podcast crew, we appreciate you joining us for the Friendly Vibes.
Coming to you live from TSS Universidad. It's Top Shelf Studios. Cheers, brother. We're drinking a Pamplemousse today, folks.
Ooh, we in it now.
Austin Black is here with me.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Newest regular at Comedy Works. How's that feel?
It's exciting. I was pretty jazzed about it. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I was pumped. And it was a good crew to do it with, too.
Yeah,
A lot of my friends, you know.
And how many, that's a culmination of the years and years of work.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
I felt, even for you all, it's like, yes. Like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, everyone was like pretty jacked up, too. And I feel like a lot of people had no idea it was happening. So like that surprise was really fun. I mean, just the whole execution of it, and everyone just being in the back being like, what's going on? Why are we here right now?
Nice.
Yeah. And then, obviously it's like, I mean, I think I've lived here now for like 7 years. So yeah, it feels good.
Did you start comedy here or no?
No, I started in Iowa.
Fucking hey.
Yeah, I did it there for a little bit, and then I moved to Denver.
Was Penguins around then?
Whoa, yeah. I didn't. Well, you know Penguins?
I was my first door guy job.
No way.
Yeah, I was a door guy for 2 years at Penguins.
What years?
19 through, or like 18 through 20.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro. You might have even hit the stage while I was working there.
Well, because I moved in 2018, I think.
Oh, yeah. So then no.
Whoa, you
would have just missed me, but yeah, that was my first club. And then I used to joke with my peers there, like, oh, I'm not going to kill myself so I can go be a door guy at Comedy Works back in Colorado. Look at the mountains, not the Quaker Factory. Yeah.
The Quaker Factory.
Yeah, see, look at that.
Dude, this is like tripping me out.
It's the Midwestern Jeopardy here.
This feels like a fucking
Quaker Factory.
Feels like a weird NyQuil dream I had last night. Yeah. Wait, do you know like I'm trying to think of the people that worked at Penguins, like Jameson Cox?
I don't know if you were still around then.
Okay.
There was a guy that was in a fraternity.
Brody Stanford.
Yeah, Brody. Was in the other fraternity that I almost thought about getting into or whatnot at Co.
Wow.
And he was the one that worked there first, and he had become like a manager there. And I was like, damn, dude, I should get a job. I should get a night job and not just be like grinding through school. It was busy like junior year, sophomore year, whatever. And it's the fucking best decision I ever did.
Wow.
Because I thought I knew what comedy was in my head, right? I watched it for a decade plus on the TV and think I understand it. Yeah. Then you go work your first shift as a door and you're like, I don't know anything about this art form.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing.
Dude, that place was so sick because I wasn't 21 yet, and I would go there and just like hang out, watch shows. I mean, I'd drive like an hour and a half to go just be there. And but I knew the manager, and we were pretty tight, and she would
was it the owner of Black Sheep, that manager, or no? Because I don't know if it changed ownership by the time I got no, different one.
Okay, but who's the one
I don't know, I can't remember her name even. She had black hair.
Yeah. Pull up my Facebook from 7 years ago. But she would give me she wouldn't like serve me like just regular alcohol because it would be like too obvious, but she would give me vodka waters.
Oh, nice.
Dude, I would get fucking blitzed. And that was really nice of her to let me get blitzed there.
Yeah, I mean,
she didn't have to, but she did.
I mean, and as that's part of the Midwesterners' code of conduct is like if you're a chill, respectable 16-plus-year-old, and you're tending bar for someone like this, like you're supposed to help, be like reward that good, respectful boy with vodka water.
A mature 16-year-old is a 25-year-old guy.
Yeah, I mean, in Texas, they let you go, the server has to serve them if the parents tell them to.
In I think it's Kansas or Indiana, there's no legal drinking age at a restaurant. Like, you can be a 6-year-old child as long as the parent consents.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's one of those older, very red poverty states, but the law's inundated.
Yeah, wow. That's so crazy.
That's Midwest.
Yeah.
And only that place should be allowed to call
just
itself the Midwest.
Just some kid coloring, and he's got a fucking old fashioned right here.
That's how they made the Midwest Gothic, American Gothic. That's how you get someone like that.
Yeah,
who drew that? Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yeah.
look it up. But that guy,
I think it was John Mellencamp.
That's the guy. 6 year, regardless, he's at dinner out at an Applebee's somewhere in Middle America, and he's getting blitz off wine.
That's so funny.
Grant Wood, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's a great Cedar Rapidian. I should know this Cedar Rapidian reference. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I was just chilling there for several years. I was there for the meme generation because I was there 16 to 20. So my fall freshman was the election cycle, and I was in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, chilling where Hillary Clinton was campaigning. Yeah, it was wild.
Oh yeah, is that when she brought the hot sauce?
Yeah, she was chilling. She like took a video on a bridge. I think that's the famous meme.
Video on the bridge.
She's like
that's
right
so
near
funny.
the like Cedar Rapids like 4-leaf clover thing. I think.
Yeah, and she was like, "I keep that thing on me." It's like what?
Oh, dude. But
Wow,
that was pretty
penguins.
wild to be like in the heartland of America. I never, politics or whatever. I never thought I really mattered or see it in person mattered. And then you go to Iowa and it's like, wow, it really matters. These people. Everybody's coming, all these like media trucks, all this money pours into the state and then they all leave.
Yeah, I have no idea about any of that. I feel like so much of my experience in Iowa was just like trying to just get drunk all the time. And
That's what I was really about. And get wet. But you can't find, there's not many bodies of water. You got to, find a spigot or crack open a... Yeah. Good laugh. That's what you do.
Yeah, you weren't here for the water conversation earlier, so I could see how that's out of context.
Sorry.
Yeah. We were talking about Mississippi, not a beautiful woman in Rock Island, Illinois. Yeah, dude. We did have some good lakes in Iowa,
That's true.
But
why doesn't Iowa get the respect that Minnesota is like the only one that gets to claim lake state?
Dude, because it's river country.
It's okay, that's what it is.
The Mississippi, bro.
River country.
Yeah, I've seen more Busch Light boxes in the water than I've seen boats.
I had a joke freshman year about it. I used to joke at parties, like, thank you, but no thank you. I don't eat out the bush.
Yeah.
You would always get a laugh, a pity laugh. I mean, it's a good one.
Dude, I mean, it's legit like their religion.
It's a religion there.
The amount of times like I'll get like a high life at a bar and people go, what the fuck is that? I'm like, dude, what? This is just another cheap beer. But they love it. It's like also Busch Light's like 3%.
It's like it's like 3.2. It's like actually 3.2 beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole definition thing. Yeah, they created it. Yeah. The people.
But that's the thing is they want the marathon. They're like, I want to drink 40 of these. Exactly.
It's about waking up and getting outside in a climate that is far too wet in the air and far too hot in the summer.
If you say wet again, I might have to leave. I don't know.
It's like a swamp. People don't give
it is
the heartland enough respect. Yes.
Yeah, no,
you walk out in the swamp and you start drinking at 7 and you want to be playing lawn darts with your boys all day long. You can't drink whiskey from 7 to... You're going to fall out of your chair and lose the game.
Oh, for sure.
No, these people care about winning above all else.
Did you get much into cornhole your time in Iowa?
I was in cornhole before I even made it to Iowa, but yes.
Oh, okay. You were prepping for the state.
Yeah, I think my parents were long prepping me for. Yeah. I saw a video of a guy with one arm, no legs, no other arm, has one arm, and he's in the ACL, the American Cornhole League, slinging that motherfucker, and just bucketing over and over and over. It is impressive to watch.
That's
and then
crazy.
He, waddles back to the spot, sets up again. Dude, that's intense. That's love for sport.
Yeah, that's insane. Also, is that one arm just like super jacked?
Oh, dude, I feel like in the clip, it seemed like maybe it wasn't even a full arm. Like maybe there was maybe some attack,
Okay.
Well, I'm sure. There's probably a better way to say it. No. I think it was an amputation or an injury type of a thing. Yeah. No, I mean, maybe so. I know.
Can you imagine bringing your whole family to that tournament,
dude?
And then you lose to that guy. You go, God damn it!
It's gotta hurt worse than losing to just another white guy in the tournament for sure. For sure. Of all the people to lose to, I had to lose to that guy. At least maybe your match goes on ESPN then. The Ocho. Did you watch the Ocho growing up?
No, what's the Ocho?
It was like like 30-minute thing on ESPN that would air in weird time slots that they would play obscure sports on. Like,
that's cool.
Like poker used to be on there.
Underwater sports like water polo.
That's true.
Okay.
Surfing.
Water
Water polo's on there. Okay. Yeah, I always think of like Ultimate Frisbee. I think they had on the Ocho back in the day.
I feel like I've seen Ultimate Frisbee on
Now
TV.
yeah, now that's
Now all of
practically-
it's just on ESPN.
Well, I
Gaming,
Someone big time.
Colorado has a Pro Ultimate team. They're like part of the Pro Ultimate League,
is that right?
and they have a team. Well, now I just saw a former Cincinnati Bengals slot receiver, is the newest member of the Colorado Summit. And I'm like, oh, it's over. The sport, like we had a good run, but the sport's no longer ours. You will not match the speed and quickness of an NFL slot receiver on an open field 7-on-7 game of Ultimate.
Can't be blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, guys, you won't believe this, but we found an actual athlete to put on the team.
Yeah.
we don't have just dads anymore. All right.
Is Ultimate Frisbee like actually like collegiate affiliated yet?
No.
Wasn't it like
No, it's all club, and it's better to be club because it gives you more free. The NCAA doesn't control you then.
Okay, well,
The weather gods have lots of. I know for a long time they were not a sport and they didn't want to become a sport because they play on Sundays, and the NCAA has problems with sports that play on Sundays because of religious things.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
Christian patriarchy doesn't want it.
So
Jesus.
yeah, they wouldn't let.
I can't get Ultimate Frisbee or Chick-fil-A on Sundays.
Yeah, it's
Dude. Yeah.
I thought this was Trump's America. How many days in office does this guy need? Dude, what a mess. But yeah, we were talking earlier about how frustrating it is to be a young person grinding and not feeling like you're getting ahead. And, you know, thank goodness you're getting ahead in the ways that matter, like being past the thing you're working towards for a decade of your life. You know?
Yeah. Either way, I'm not buying a house. I'm dying in an apartment.
Dude.
I'm dying in a studio. It's just what it is.
Just make it a nice, like, nicely adorned studio. You know?
Yeah. What do you think's better, dying in a studio or dying in a nice apartment with roommates?
Ooh.
Because
That's a really great question, Austin.
well, it might be a real thing that I have to deal with. So, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, it's like because you don't want your roommates to find you.
Why not? Why don't you want that?
It's just such a bummer. I'd be annoyed.
Oh, you're just a nice person. Okay.
Yeah,
I fucking knew a guy. This is a pretty fucked up story, but I knew a dude who died in his apartment, and his friends knew he was dead, but they were like, they were not like they didn't want to deal with it or were like in too much shock, so they left him in there for 3 days before they called the police.
Oh my
What the
god, is that a
fuck?
crime?
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
The report, death,
Negligence,
I guess.
yeah.
They didn't get charged with anything.
But you could be, I
He was
think.
a recluse, he was a bad alcoholic, and so
Oh.
and like they could smell it, and they like didn't fucking. They were just like, oh, he just must not be cleaning, and like both kind of definitely knew.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Now that's the Midwest. No.
Yeah.
Sorry, trying to forget the Mid. An hour out of Sioux Falls.
There's no Bush Light in the fridge. He must be dead.
He always gets his 30 rack on Tuesdays.
Yeah, he's been dead for days.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I think that'd be that would suck. That would absolutely suck. I feel like you have to if I don't know, if you're gonna die with roommates, you need to like arrange like a way to like let them know that you'll be dying, and then that way like
so they can facilitate your way towards death.
yeah, or like they can like go like stay at a hotel for a weekend, and then like some people can like clean it up, you know. There needs to be like that's not a bad business idea. Sharks, I have a business idea for you. I clean up dead roommates.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, with how many people are going to be living with roommates in the future, I mean, you got a great business. Market's growing.
And the worst part though is that they would I feel like my roommates would be like, we have to pay his rent now. Fuck. Their rent just went up.
Like, how can we monetize this situation? We're out some cash.
Yeah, how quickly can we turn this room into an Airbnb?
Dude, I hope people don't think of their debt. Like, jokes aside, like I went a little dark in my head, but like, damn, like if there are actually young people that would be more worried about rent than losing their friend, like or roommate, you know, hopefully you live with someone that you're friends with or can tolerate.
Yeah, you gotta live with friends. I couldn't not live with friends because
a stranger would suck.
I've done that.
You've done that?
Yeah, I when I lived in CapHill, because my buddy Derek had he lived in this house that had crazy cheap rent. It was like, dude, it was like $650 a month.
Whoa.
And it's in like prime CapHill location. In a house. Now it's also here's the problem with CapHill. You go walk through the neighborhood, you go, wow, this is a beautiful neighborhood. And you look at like a really nice house and you go, wow, that either has a very happy family or 5 men who are crumbling in their lives right now. It's a 5-bedroom and there's 7 guys who live there.
Yeah. They're breaking the code of law
And my buddy Derek was like, yeah, do a cheap rent. And I go, great. And I didn't know the 2 other guys that lived there. And the one guy was really weird. He was like the head guy, and he was
because he lived on top floor, or just because
what?
That's funny. Let me in the head guy.
You need permission to go upstairs. Well, he was just. It was like
that's my bathroom.
It's funny. The head guy is just like he's the only one on the lease.
Yeah,
right. So like it's like he has to like give you the thumbs up, and then the other guy that lived there was a convicted criminal, and so
not on the lease.
Yeah, not. Yeah.
Needless to say,
in HOA terms, he's not on the lease. But that was that I mean, you know, I think I was like young enough that like, you know, you get away with it not being like weird. But it was definitely like after I think a year and a half, I was like, yeah, I gotta bounce. It was a dirty house too, and like it was, and I was dating someone at the time.
How young were you at that point?
I was like 23.
Okay,
yeah, something like that.
Probably made to deal with that bullshit.
Where it's like okay, just like, you know, wrap it up in like about 2 years, you know. But I remember one time the head guy, he would make these really good cocktails, and this also sounds like I'm about to wake up naked, but
Poncho heady.
Yeah, dude, he was making us all cocktails, not the criminal. He was, you know, away, and we were getting pretty like lit, and then he was telling us about how he used to live in like a hostel, and we're like,
lived in a hostel.
Yeah, and then he was like, yeah, they would have orgies. Yeah, and he goes, but they would never let me be a part of the orgy. Dude, I know, the worst FOMO in America. And I was like,
and he lived there. Damn.
They can at least get him a chair.
Yeah. This is before prime hotel cuck chair.
Wrong era for him. He was born in the wrong day.
He was just in his room with his headphones on, me like, God damn it.
Cold-hearted.
But we were like, why wouldn't they let you be a part of it? And he goes, well, they said my dick was too big. And we were like, dude, there's no way. There's no way.
Did you ever press him for like any? Did he ever come with anything?
I was about one cocktail away from being like, let's see it.
I would have been like, yeah, show us this tripod.
Yeah. Let's see this penis that is so large that you can't. Too big for an orgy. Yeah, too big for an orgy.
Wow.
Which sounds like a great porn name.
That is a great. I mean, what a great name for a special.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
For a special, too big for an orgy. Yeah, I might write that down. I might need that in the future. Let's keep that in the back pocket for me.
Yeah. Just hold on to that forever.
Anything large with size, I can kind of pull at that.
Not only is that a crazy thing to lie about, it's just a crazy thing to tell your roommates.
Yeah, well. That's a honcho thing to tell your roommates.
Yeah.
That's something that only the big boss man.
Yeah.
The head roommate tells your roommates. Yeah. Yep. See, that's not something that like a lesser roommate would tell all of the roommates, right? You have to ascend the roommate hierarchy to become the head roommate of a room living situation before something like that gets told.
Yeah, if you're downstairs, you can't be talking like that.
You live your life 5, 8 more years later. Now you're the head. Now you tell these roommates that are a little younger, hey fellas, too big for an orgy. God, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was
good drinks though.
Great, I mean, great drinks. Yeah. He was making some. I think they were Negronis.
See, he should make those for the orgy. Maybe they'd invite him.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Maybe he just want listeners, not solutions. Sorry, I'm not.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not the right speed,
but yeah, I have roommates now, and I mean,
good people you like.
I mean, they're comics. It's Georgia, Nick, and Jack.
Oh, that's right. So you live with married people.
Yeah, I live with a married couple, and then Jack. But
so
yeah,
you both can just write jokes about living with married couples.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, we gotta write these now. We got as much time as we can get.
Yeah, it's so easy living with like people you like. I mean, it's just, I couldn't do it with strangers again.
Yeah, once you're like in a reasonable living situation, after lots of not reasonable living situations, it's like, yeah, we're not going back.
Yeah, it helps when everyone does comedy too, because there's not that like, you know, coming home late being an issue, or like I don't know. I feel like, you know, it's like, yeah, dude, I'm probably gonna have to meal prep at like 11:30 p.m. So there's gonna be a lot of dishes in the sink the next morning, but I'll come back after work and I'll fix it. You know, there's a lot more understanding, I think, a part of it.
Yeah, dude. And you guys all need that because that's part of the journey of being a comic.
It's part of being the journey, being an absolute piece of shit.
I mean, being funny is not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It takes decades of giving up lots of other things to become funny. That's all I've learned from the greats. Give up everything.
Give up everything.
And stay up super late at clubs with people that you know, may or may not be excited to be there. Hopefully they are. Hopefully you're in good clubs. But yeah, dude, the war stories of some of these people that from the road, it's like, man, seems pretty easy nowadays compared to what I hear.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, it has to be way better now. Yeah.
Like we're soft. Or the soft generation. I see why they labeled us this. Okay.
I don't mind being a part of the soft generation.
No, dude.
There's a reason why all of our dads are fucking psychos. You know what I mean? Like, it's like because no one was ever like precious with them.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I was way too preciously held as a child by my parents. What a loving family I grew up in, man. Dude. If I need a little more hardness, I could never survive in a wartime. Like if we broke out in World War III, I'm not prepared for that. And my soft upbringing. I'm cannon fodder to these kids.
Did you hear about the cartel ceasefire?
The cartel ceasefire? No.
Yeah, all the warring cartels, the three major factions in Mexico have all issued a ceasefire together.
To sing Kumbaya?
No, to eventually like propagate and instigate logistics to go to war with the United States.
Wow.
I mean, like, that's, like, obviously speculative, but they're, like, this is the first time in history that organized cartels that aren't within the same regions have decided to work together and, like, stop the violence on the border in preparation for potentially something larger.
Wow.
Wait, so, like, the cartel wants to go to war with us?
Well, America's position...
Have they seen Sicario?
There's a bunch of, like, armored vehicle and military personnel down at the border just this morning. Like, they're building up the...
It's not good.
They're, like, really trying to stop the cartel's business in America, like, legitimately.
Chris, you might not know this, but Austin is half Mexican.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So...
Dude, I feel like...
It's crazy.
You guys are both of my targets that I have to eliminate before I leave.
Just feel for everyone involved with family on both sides.
That absolutely sucks, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
damn, that's crazy.
I think it'd be better if it wasn't, like, this happening, but...
Yeah, facts.
Damn.
What, you want to go back to when the CIA funded drug funneling through Venezuela? Like, what do you want to go further south to Central America again? What's your
violence with our largest agricultural economic partner is probably not good.
I know. Talk to the people that want to keep the international drug rings running, and that's us, dude. That's all I'm saying.
It's the backbone of American agriculture is Mexico.
Yeah,
dude, big time. I saw a bunch of videos coming out this week about like farmers across the country and crop lossage with you know, people scared of deportations not able to, you know, go out to their normal work. And
damn,
so much of our economy is reliant on immigration based workers,
for sure.
And I don't think, you know, we don't give enough credit to so many things in life, but especially that. And then it's going to rear its head and we're going to have more expensive eggs. And we're going to have to fucking look ourselves in the mirror and ask why the eggs are more expensive.
Isn't that funny? Like just like path we just went down though, where it went from like, yeah, the cartel, America might be at war. The people are, you know, being deported. And
from cartels,
can you believe it's going to be like $15 to make a fucking omelet? That's crazy.
Dude.
The only actual effect people see so far, So
yeah, that's the only reason I bring it up is because that's the only thing that people actually seem to feel. Or like, actually, if I guess gas prices too, but they've been high for so long that people have accepted that to be fair. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Remember, it was like 198 like a couple years ago.
I mean, toward the end of the housing crash in 2008, the gas was like, remember, like $4.50.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Dude, that was, yeah.
That was fucking crazy.
I remember people being like, I think I'm going to be a scooter guy.
Scooter guys, that's sick, dude. I would love to rip around on a scooter, not have to drive something big around.
It's just, you can't do it in the winter, though.
No. There needs to be, here's a business idea. Sharks. Get your fins up. We're going all terrain with this scooter. You switch out the wheels for tracks in the wintertime. I say, why can't they come up with a track-based tire? Like something halfway in between a tank and a car. Like there should be a better way that we don't have to replace rubber and air.
Yeah.
We engineer all this stuff with chips. We have quantum chips. We can't build a fucking. I want a scooter in the winter. I guess that's all I'm saying.
You need like a mix between like a Tesla truck and a scooter.
Ooh, okay, that's what it is.
A little, like enclosed space, but with treads.
Yeah, just you in a little bubble driving around
if
like
you
a
really
psycho.
Got Elon in the room and explain the idea to him, I think you could get him hyped enough about it to execute. It's like the flamethrower thing. Like no, it's a pod you sit in that you just drive around, and it's got omni tracks that you get to he'd be so hyped on that.
The Brits have some things like that, like mini cars.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've seen like something like that,
but nothing tracked or like that would be like good for winter at all. They're just not heavy enough. Anything that's heavy enough. You have to, heavy stuff.
I would be worried about just like it would just be so cold on a scooter in the winter.
Yeah,
I'm not even thinking about the tires. I'm like, dude, it'd be freezing, bro.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I mean, bundle up.
I know it's like, but that's the thing is like I'm a guy.
More layers, Austin.
I'm a guy. I don't buy one coat. I wear like 6 coats.
Yeah,
I wear like 6 jackets from fucking Kohl's.
Yes, dude. The jacket life. Layers. I mean,
Layer City.
But even then, I think you're right. There's a temperature where you're like, oh yeah, we're not scootering in the winter, and it's not a track based problem. For why? Yeah, you're right. That's fair.
I still think you should
take my problem to Mother Nature, Austin.
I still think the Sharks would be interested. I don't think that means
You don't know seasons. I'm out. Mr. Wonderful's gone right away.
Mr. Wonderful's gone right away.
Oh, dude. So, growing up, did your brothers and sisters?
Nope. Solo dolo. What was that like? Getting yourself into trouble then? Finding. I mean, I mean, I feel like being like growing up as an only child is just like you're just like kind of confused, like because my only thing is I always wanted a sibling, just to have someone to run things by, because you're just like, you don't know like when to start doing certain things. Like I remember one time, because my cousin's like the closest thing I have to a brother, and so I remember one time like in fucking elementary or fucking middle school, I went up to him and we were just like hanging out, and I was like, oh hey, yeah, are you getting hair on your balls? And he goes, yeah. I go, should we get rid of that? And he goes, no. I go, oh, okay. Like I did, like it would have been nice to just have that guy like around my entire childhood. But no, I mean, I didn't get into too much trouble. I know a lot of friends, Were
you a good kid in school?
I was, yeah. I was very stupid, but I was very polite about being how dumb I was. I was like, dude, no one took an F like me, bro.
Really?
I was like, this is fair. I deserve this.
I definitely did not do the thing. Yeah, fair enough. Were you the kid in class like making jokes? Like
I was definitely cracking some jokes, but I was not like the not
troublemaker.
I wasn't jumping up and down or whatever. It was more of like I feel like I was like nudging my buddy or something.
I was always that guy too. The I'm disrupting one person with this material.
Yeah. I actually got in trouble in elementary school for bullying. That's right.
Being too cool, they say.
Yeah, cool guy alert. Whoops. Yeah, me and my buddies, we got in trouble because we had all just started watching That 70s Show.
Oh.
And so we were hitting a lot of people with burn. It was literally so stupid.
Nice.
And unnecessary. But I remember they like rounded us up and was like, we're calling all of your parents. You told Jim he's a dumbass. You told fucking Ryan he's never going to get laid. Like, so I remember they called our parents. Hilarious. My dad didn't answer. But
good dad. Oh. That's just our chicken.
Oh, nice. But I remember my two friends were crying when they were getting their parents called, and I remember feeling so left out that I wasn't crying, that I was trying to make myself cry. I'm like, I just didn't care.
Dude, that's so funny.
And then I got in trouble with this other girl, Tiana, because this was not fair that we got in trouble, because we were in class and this kid Donovan, who was like a little slower, he was reading out loud.
He called it that.
Yeah. Or book Spanish. Sorry, or whatever.
It's too easy.
And so he's struggling, but then this other kid across the room, we can see under the table that he's doing this to his dick. He's whacking off. And so we're watching him doing it, and we're just dying laughing. Because, kid's like beating off in class. It's crazy. But the teacher...
during this kid trying to read.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's even funnier.
Yeah. But the teacher thought we were laughing because...
he was reading.
Of the reading stuff. And then we had to be like, no, that kid's...
he's beating his dick back there.
He's literally slapping his dick around. And then she goes, go back in class. All right? We don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, there's like a certain level of like perverse boy child that like teachers can't deal with under the current law, because it's just like so troublesome for them to like weed into those waters,
Yeah.
Especially now. Geez, fuck. I wouldn't want to be a teacher. That's so difficult to deal with kids.
Dude, I stuttered once trying to
Once? And then you fixed that problem real quick?
Trying to read, and we had a kid with a lisp in the class, and it was the silent share sheet. I'm not fucking with you. I remember to this day because I said silent share sheets, and I fucked it up by accident. The teacher was immediately like, Chris, get out. I'm like, why? Get out. We don't tolerate that kind of discrimination.
Whoa.
And she did the same thing to me, and she walked me out, and I was like, I honestly just made a mistake, and I'm not gonna relinquish this to you because I didn't trying to be and she just wouldn't take it. She literally sat there for 5 minutes, and that's how I apologized to let me go back in and completely stop the class.
Yeah, that's one of those people that like you get so far left that you end up all the way back around in the horseshoe of you're being you're injecting the way you view the world has made your mind, so you're injecting things into the world that aren't there, type of thing.
Yeah, that's like actually on her to assume that you would be making fun of him.
100% she didn't. She was not hearing it, dude.
That's
what we are hearing, folks.
And then this kid with the lisp is just like, I can't wait till today's over.
Just sideswipe for no reason by teach.
He's got like 3 bullets for no reason.
All right. We're gonna eat some chicken. So we're gonna kick us to break. Have you listened to radio in your life? The AMs and the FMs?
Oh yeah, I'm a big radio guy. Yeah.
I'm gonna kick us to break with our signature station identification. You're listening to 91.1. Oh shit, was that another plane? We'll be right back. We're back. We're live. It's the After Hours show. Our bellies are full.
Yes, those wings were insane. They were so good.
Rating insane.
Yeah, that's
insane out of 10.
Yes, yeah.
Nice.
Honestly, to give it a 1 out of 10, it's 9.2.
9.2.
Ooh, you heard it here.
Thank you.
It was so tender. The seasoning was great. It was just like the perfect amount of crisp. Can't complain.
Is that the highest rating you've received from a legitimate 1 to 10 scale so far?
Maybe 9.2. No, people have given it 10s.
Okay.
But those people don't.
But is that honest?
We like honest ratings here at Top Shelf Studios.
When you add a decimal, they mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Well, fuck yeah. Thanks, dude. Thanks for being here. It's been a blast hanging, just chilling.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is awesome.
We didn't record any Patreon today. No eating segment. Sorry for those of you that are psychopaths and wanted to hear us chopping on wings.
Yeah,
But you're not gonna.
All you perverts that want to see the wing sauce on my lips, you ain't getting it.
None. Yeah, someone came up to me at the Comedy Works Christmas party last year. They're like, I love the pod. This is 2 years ago now. Love the pod. Which this is someone that probably hasn't ever listened to the pod. I love the pod. I wish I could hear the eating.
Really?
You're a psychopath, dude.
Wow, that's like ASMR stuff.
Yeah, so we're trying to do a load of that.
That's so funny.
We're in the Patreon every once in a while.
A bro ASMR, just crushing wings.
It's crushing brews and wings with the boys. It's about as American as it gets.
It's just bone snapping and heavy breathing out of your nose.
War chants in the distance. Yeah.
Sea shanties.
Yeah. Dude, I've been seeing the new social media thing of, this new psyop of injecting weird, cool cuts of videos into, they'll take movies or like dramatic male-esque things of struggle and they'll like just quick cut between them on these social media things. It's just like brain rot content. And I'm like, who's like really taking the time to make all of this weird, obscure, niche social media stuff?
What kind of male struggles is it?
It's like it's all speaking to the Sigma type of the thing of like, yeah, no, you can walk over here type of thing. Yeah,
I'm definitely in that algorithm. Luckily I got out of the Andrew Tate algorithm. I was in that for a long time, dude. That was crazy. Dude, the Manosphere. That was crazy.
Dude, evil.
I was getting like him and that one guy,
Jocko?
Justin Waller.
Oh yeah,
dude, that guy's crazy. He'll literally be like, it's like, it has to be like satire. It has to be, because he'll be like with his shirt off at the gym wearing jeans. He's got a bottle of whiskey and he's like, yeah, you got all these gym influencers being like, oh, look at me, my protein shake. Oh, I'm shaking it. And then he chugs like a shot of whiskey and then starts doing tricep workouts. And he goes, this is what real men do. I'm like, dude, fucking sit down for 1 minute and just think about your feelings. It might fix everything.
Yeah,
but yeah, now I'm in a lot of those. I mean, I'm in a lot of like the.
This arm is terrible. Let me fix it.
Yes. Is this how you want me? Like this? Yeah. But then now I'm in the Ryan Gosling algo right now.
He's great looking.
Are you guys in this at all?
No, tell me.
So this is like
bring it to my phone. It's listening.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. We're all gonna, our algos are gonna all sync up. It's gonna be beautiful. But dude, it's basically it's guys who are single and they're sad and they like went through like one really bad breakup that like ruined their entire life. And so what it does, it's like it'll show clips of Ryan Gosling being awkward towards women.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
And then it'll be like, I'm literally Ryan Gosling, and it's just cut to him like seeing a woman and be like, and then running away.
Yeah, obscure like blending of content, but like if you like psychoanalyze what it is, it's like not good for humanity. We don't know, maybe we can't label it this or that, but we know it's not good.
Yeah, it's tough. It's like, because I do find that when I find out that some of my friends are in the same algo, I'm like, that's kind of sick. That's kind of cool that we're like, that, right? That's it. It feels like you just all wore the same button up to the party, you know?
Would you be hyped if you show up to a party and all your boys are in the same polo?
Dude, I literally have a shirt of a picture of me and my cousin in Vegas for a bachelor party, and we didn't even plan it. We both are wearing blue button ups and gray pants. We didn't even plan it. It was just so, it's like, yeah, dude, we're the same guy.
Nice.
Exactly.
I'll go sync.
But actually, speaking of,
that might be the name of the episode. Algorithm sync.
Oh, Algo Sync? Yeah.
Algo Sync.
That's the dating app.
Help me,
the
Algo,
Algo
my
match.
algorithm's stuck.
No, the one guy who I actually really like on Instagram right now, and I'm sure he's on TikTok too, is his name's 225.
Okay.
And he's like this, he's a shorter guy. He's super jacked. He calls himself 225 because he can bench 225.
Nice. Good for him.
Yeah, which is sick.
Sick, dude.
And what he does is he's in Miami and he just walks around in the streets at night just hitting on women. And it sounds repulsive at first, but he really is just being like, no, dude, fuck the apps. I'm just gonna be myself, and I'm gonna go up to these women. He's being very bro about it. Like the funny thing he does is like he'll be talking to a chick, he'll get some information, and then he'll pull his phone out and be like, "Put it in, put it in." And then she's like, "What?" She goes, "Your number, put it in." And he's like just looking around, and he's like live streaming it through Twitch. But it's obviously there's like a very like negative version of that, but I do think it's good for young men to be like, yeah, just go up and just talk to a woman.
I think, if you're going to meld many things together in a evil satanic stew, at least, human interactions at some part of that in this example versus all the other examples,
Yes. Yeah, like, I think it's...
push people out in the real world. That's good. Whether there's Twitch streaming the real world or not.
Yeah, that's the part that obviously takes them out of it a little bit. They go, why is there someone recording me?
Yeah. Hitting on me and recording me.
It's like, well, I mean, at this point, some women love that.
That's true. I mean,
there's going to be a whole new generation of people that are going to be like, why aren't you taking pictures? It's going to be like, it's not good.
I dated a girl that was like that. She was upset that I didn't, I'm not very into social media at all. I have an Instagram because it links to my Facebook Messenger. But I have a Facebook account. I don't post on that Instagram at all.
They call him Ruby Ridge Klaus. You don't know about Ruby Ridge? I'm sorry, that's not a good joke if people don't know about Ruby Ridge.
But it was like a serious issue of contention that I wouldn't post pictures of us together. Or,
that always comes up.
Why does it matter? Why do you care? Are you here for me, or are you here to showcase you're in a relationship? What are you actually doing here?
Yeah, and also if you're already not posting photos of yourself, why would you just start posting because you have a girlfriend? That's I would be like, he's been kidnapped.
But but you're also thinking this through as a guy, guys. You're thinking this through from a male perspective of approaching this logically. That's the part that you're missing here.
I guess I want to get shown off.
It's a whole different outside of the logical basis approach with a solution mindset. It's not lesser, it's just different. It's just a different mindset. And so it doesn't compute with us. We don't algo sync on that level that much. No, I'm telling you. I've experienced it.
But then there's there are I was surprised. I just heard that this one lady that I know, she...
Lady.
I know.
Sorry.
She's 75 years old. But she has a boyfriend, and I think she's had a boyfriend for a while. Never posts about him. But she does sometimes post on her story or post randomly on Instagram of her and her friends out and about or whatever. But I'm like,
that's healthy love, by the way, low key. If they've done the research, and posting less of your partner is actually healthier.
Really?
Yep. Mm-hmm. People that are posting less is actually healthier.
Well, it's objectifying. I mean, at the most basic, level of it, you're objectifying that person as something to be seen by.
Yeah.
It's not.
So be sure to like and subscribe to Austin's episode.
That feels like an article that feels like a study from Men's Health.
Oh, dude.
Where it's just 6 guys did a study and they go, yeah, actually it's way better if no one knows that I have a girlfriend. It's actually way better.
Turns out posting you doesn't help anyone. Who funded the study?
We just did the research, and it turns out that I should never talk about having a girlfriend ever.
The problem is if you the evil thing is if you start digging into okay, now I understand the statistics, and I can read the research and understand the research at a statistical real level. Now I need to understand the fun. Now let me look into the funding behind the research. Oh man, is it a dark hole to being a nihilist about the world?
Oh yeah.
Everything that we live is based on important research that someone funded for a reason, and that's not fun to dig into. So yeah, I just stood on this side of the fence 4 out of 5 dentists? Really? I'll get this toothpaste.
That's such a crazy one.
Yeah, I mean, they never do this building is certified good by 10 out of 12 buildings. There's the only thing that they market like that. They don't market anything else like that.
Yeah, I think
why is it that toothpaste we need to hear from 5 people and have 4 of them be on the same page? It's the only product like that.
That is true.
I can't think of. I'm trying to think. It's really weird. I just stumbled on it in my head and I'm stuck. But like, there's not a single other thing that's marketed the way that we market toothpaste. Toothpaste products.
I think it's because it's been historically controversial. Like, people have been using all types of random shit for toothpaste that arguably are either good, bad, better.
That's a good point.
Oh, so it's one of those. Okay.
Radium and shit, like just like stuff you put in to light up watches and stuff. You just put that in toothpaste because they were convinced it made your teeth lighter. And so, like,
and it did.
And doctors were like, "Yeah, it did," at the expense of your teeth falling out in 20 years.
Yeah, wow, it's kind of worth it.
But I don't know. So maybe there's just like that historical
call it a glow job.
Snake oil toothpaste, or is it the real deal?
Dude, I tried buying toothpaste from Sprouts. That place is a fucking joke, dude.
Let's hear this. I love a rant. I love a good rant like this,
dude. You know what bothers me about Sprouts is that their snacks are maybe the worst. Maybe the worst I've ever seen in a building. How the fuck are you gonna call yourself a grocery store and not even sell Doritos?
They don't. I went in there trying to get stuff for a podcast, run around town trying to find something, and I'm trying to just get fucking chicken, and they got no chicken in the grocery. There's not a grocery store, dude. It's a multi-level liberal Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Sprouts. I'm telling you, it's just people passing compostable bags back and forth.
Dude, I know.
With cash underneath it.
It's money laundering.
I mean, it's just complicated. They grow their crops. There's the money, you know, everything. Sprouts. It's in the name.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, their toothpaste is like crazy. You'll like, when I used it, I mean, it literally it still felt like I just woke up and my teeth were not clean. It was terrible.
Oh, is it one of those ones that's supposed to be
it's like organic?
Yeah. God. See, that's
made
the
out
other
of
thing.
grass.
Is like, if you take red number 5 out of everything, life's a lot less cool. Yeah, maybe I don't get cancer, whatever.
It's just like cattle rumen in a bottle.
Yeah. I'm like, literally hose me off with fluoride.
I think I
don't care.
For young people that are 27 like us, it's like, why are we trying to make these rats in the cage live to be in this cage for 150 years?
Oh yeah.
The rats are kind of enjoying the vending machines and like a few other things. Like, why do we keep taking these little things away? I mean, the cage gets, I don't know. Fuck, man.
This is you outside of Sprouts trying to make conversation with someone.
You want to buy Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'll do the Thin Mints.
Thin Mints. Yeah, they don't sell any like actual good things at Sprouts for real, like snack wise.
Their whole thing is like it's healthy, which is good. I mean, everyone always goes like it's like the best produce, you know, in town, which is like fine. But like I don't know, I like it in a snack. I like a good snack or something. Which don't get me wrong, I'm eating like 10 times healthier than when I went to King Soopers because I don't know if I've ever left King Soopers without getting queso.
You look like a high metabolism man that can just put back whatever you want in the world, right?
It's been nice, yeah. I exercise like a pretty decent amount too, which I do that to balance. I try to like, you know, exercise because I do just love, you know, having like a billion beers on the weekend.
Yeah, dude.
So
treat the body like work hard, play hard.
Yeah,
kind of thing,
exactly right. Exactly right. My dry January was just me not drinking on the weekdays.
Nice.
And then I was getting blitzed on the weekends.
That's fun.
I go, I've been such a good guy. I should have 6 double tequila sodas now.
Good.
Well, especially if you're like on a show and can get a tab, you know, or whatever.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
So many shows like you just end up getting like free drinks or whatever, and you're like, okay, that's like fucking a problem.
Well,
but
I mean, it's money it's the boy math of like that's money you're leaving on the table, gentlemen.
Yes,
if you don't drink those beers that are free, that's money you're leaving on the table.
Yeah,
that's boy math. You want to talk about boy math? That's what boy math is.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's like last night I saved so much money by getting 8 beers and crashing my car. I saved actually a lot of money. Drinking wise.
Yeah, think about how much those beers would have cost at home.
More beers I would have drank.
I mean, yeah, boy math is that kind of thing. Or it's like the ammo deal was, what's another boy math thing? Poker. I'm trying to think. Poker, ammo. Yeah, ammo for sure. There's got to be some boy math in ammo.
I can get it at 45 cents a round if I buy 10,000. But if I buy 1,000, it's 55 cents.
Yeah, and then he's sitting around.
Let's get that lower price per round up there. Just spend like 8K.
Hey, it's good for the economy. Helps everybody.
I think the ultimate boy math is, yeah, this girl's not into me, but I'm gonna keep trying.
That does not compute boy math. Yeah, that is.
Oh, she hates me? She's perfect.
She's the one.
She's all I want now.
So you're single in Denver. Is it a good? It's a good city to date in.
You know, I was just having this conversation with someone. I think it is. But I just feel like anytime you hear someone go like, so-and-so city is terrible for dating, it's like, dude, people say that about like literally every city.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard people say it about New York, Chicago, LA.
Yeah.
You know, you hear people say it in Denver, the Denver thing I would get a little bit more only because like we do have like so many guys here. Like the ratio I think is a little off.
Well, that and the politics are so diverse, dude.
Dude, truly.
The state is red. Denver is not, nor is Boulder. And then you get a lot of people that come in to go to school here.
Yeah.
And things like that are of a left, like, word mindset. And a lot of men in this area are not like that. They're very moderate or conservative leaning.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
Outside of the metro area.
Outside of the metro area, yeah.
Yeah, because it's for
Sure. Yeah, like in the mountains.
There's a lot of political diversity, too.
Yeah.
That makes it not easy.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think I don't know. I think it's a good city to date in. It's just like I don't know. You have to like find the right method though. Like,
what's your methods been? Have you evolved with the methods as you've gained a prefrontal lobe?
Are you familiar with stalking?
Stalking.
Yeah, no.
You find one and you just follow them.
It's called loyalty, baby girl.
Yeah.
All right.
Women used to appreciate this.
Yeah, I mean, I do a mix between the apps, and then I'm trying to like get out of my shell a little bit more and like actually try to meet women in person. But that's just like it just feels like I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard to like. I think like it's easier when you have like a 2-man, right? Like when like you're with your buddy, and then like that's a way you can get in. Because worst case scenario, you go, well, we could just like make each other laugh while we talk to these women or whatever. But like solo dolo, I just feel like I'm like immediately ruining her day by just like being like. Oh, what are you doing? What? But here's actually the issue.
But no, I think we could reframe that. I think you are making her day because you're making her laugh, right? Just even
let's hope so.
Say you don't go, you don't get a kiss, there's no further interaction, but like you're gonna be able to make this chick laugh, I bet, right? Shouldn't that be?
I would like to think so. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely, you know, I sponge up a little bit though. You know,
okay.
You know, it's definitely like okay, like I'm always like thinking about how to like keep
that
it going.
Resistance part where it's like that. Yeah. No, that's.
I feel that wall or something.
Yeah.
But what I've been trying to figure out, and this is tough, and women have mostly said don't do it.
Okay.
But there's a really hot chick at the gym I go to. And dude, she's such a babe, and I'm head over heels because I asked her a question one time about like the equipment she was using. And I was like, oh, like, can I use this? And also that is me. That's my Riz, by the way, being like, are you using this? And she's like, no. And I go, she's obsessed with me. She cannot get over me right now. It's embarrassing. It's like literally embarrassing for her. But she hit me with the like pulled out the headphones, and I could hear that she was listening to specifically
my podcast.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's my set.
Oh my gosh, I'm on next week.
I'm that comic.
Yeah. Dude, she was listening to Midwest emo music.
Oh, dude, that's a keeper.
That's a keeper right there.
That's a keeper. Like mom jeans. Like, what are we talking? Edward Forty-Hands? What kind of Midwest emo music we're talking here?
Well, I think more of like that like Bullet for My Valentine like groups. You know what I mean? I can't think of some of the band names, but like,
but you know it when you hear it.
That's just a gateway into 3 Days Grace. She definitely likes 3 Days Grace.
She's easily converted to conservatism later in life, is what you're thinking.
Yeah.
I've heard the music. Ask her if she wants to go to a show. I say shoot your shot, bro.
That's what I'm saying is I want to.
Don't make it about working out. Don't be like you look so good.
No, I don't. You don't want to do. Yeah, you don't want to do.
That's bad.
I feel like the gym interaction though. I think probably the feedback you're getting from women is that don't approach in a gym.
Right.
Is that the feedback?
Yeah. That's yeah. The feedback has been mostly just like leave her alone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those are people that don't want you to find love. I don't think you should listen to those people.
That's funny. That's why I've been because I asked it on. I've been doing a joke about it, and I'll like preface it by being like, what do you guys think? Do you think it's okay to like flirt with a girl at the gym? And it's always someone who's in a relationship. I'm like, yeah, it's easy for you to say. I'm trying to find my fucking wife, dog. I'm trying to bathe these ladies up right now. But I think shooting my shot is the move. It's because it's like, well, fuck it. I mean, if she's not into it, she's not into it. But
is she single? Do you even know that she's single?
I mean,
I feel like this. See, information.
Once I talk to her, she will be.
One of my good friends, Emily, that I work out with regularly at my gym, it started out with me approaching her, seeing if she wanted to work out, trying to get her number, and I was super nervous, and she ended up having a fiance and was getting married. But dude, it was not a negative experience whatsoever. She was super nice, super intelligent about it. Like, if you go about it nicely and not arrogantly, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be cool.
Yeah, I do think
that's what it feels like if you're respectful about it.
I do think there's this, and it's like, maybe it's what I was trying to speak to earlier with the reframing of the mind. There's this like resistance that is not real, that exists in a social media realm that injects itself into the real world through our like our own vapidness of like modern humans. Like we think that like it's part of life, and it is, but like also like these resistance things are just like part of people. And I think it's like we project more onto people than we used to ever before because we're seeing more people that we wouldn't have never seen on social media before. Yeah. I'm wondering what they might think about. You don't even the basic example is like 1800s, whatever, 5 farms within 25 miles. Okay, now you have the internet and you see people on your phone that you're comparing yourself to. Well, you had a happy life with maybe not all that much.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's that kind of a thing. I think.
Definitely. There is that huge, like, it's like, if you can like get through that barrier and just like be into the conversation, it's like, okay, I can like work with this, but it's just so much about the approach, especially at the gym.
Yeah. Because like the door is so haunting there, right? So daunting.
Yeah. Well, that's what's funny about the gym is that like, she's out of breath. She has her headphones on. She's laying on the floor. Like, and then like, now I'm going to be like, so like, you like going to bars around here or? But I my plan has been to like build because so the I should also
looks.
This is also a little this is also a good detail to know is that I go to the gym at my apartment. In my apartment building.
Oh, this is a great detail to know. This is completely game-changing.
This might be a game changer.
So then you definitely don't approach her in the gym because you should be waiting around more frequently in the public spaces. In the entrances and exit ways, like on the phone or, pretending to be on the phone. Yeah. Like just, at busy times where people will be moving about so that you can naturally have a meet cute.
Yeah, exactly right.
You induce a meet cute.
So everyone who goes to the gym, they all go to the same elevator. So I'm just talking about this like it's Ocean's 11. It's so funny.
And so where's our small Japanese man? There's a small Asian man for this.
Yeah. Go into her apartment and find out if she has a boyfriend.
Gonna crawl through the docks.
So that's my plan is to like. So I don't want to say anything to her in the gym. Really,
right.
My plan would be is like time out when she ends her workout and then I end my workout and then we both end up in the elevator together, hit it with a little small talk.
In the elevator, again, small, I tell you this you don't want to do it in a small contained space, non-freeing. From a female perspective.
But what about like building a rapport, not hitting her with like asking her out, but like
you could build a rapport. But yeah, that's even building a rapport. It's more the slope gets slanted above you when you're in a closed space.
Right. That's true. That's true.
So waiting for the elevator is a great place to chop it up.
Yeah.
And then you're already chopping it up, and then it's not a weird space because you're already chopping it up. But like you can't come out of the workout, stand next to her, wait for the elevator, get in the elevator, and then start chopping. Let me be very clear. There's a reason I'm saying what I'm saying.
That's funny.
Yeah. Because you can't like like she's finishing up. Let me put this away and wipe up. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna stand by her and turn my music down a little bit so I can hear when she's.
That's so funny.
And then I'm following the elevator and it's like, are you floor number 2? Oh, you're also 3. Oh, are there snowshoes or like what? Yeah, it's not.
I don't.
Boom! Lots of resistance.
I don't say anything before we get into the elevator, and then we get into the elevator with the doors closed, and I go, "I think you're really pretty."
Yeah, exactly. I've been watching you for a while now. Yeah. I've been watching you for some time now.
I didn't press any of the buttons. I haven't picked my floor.
Yeah. You're just standing behind her in the elevator. I didn't want to ask this while we were in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, not in the elevator. It's even worse than the gym.
This is a great skit.
It's a great skit.
Together, that is fucking funny.
It also sounds like the first 5 minutes of an SVU episode. So,
Chris, it could be a lot of things. We'll see where the story goes.
Robert B. Wild laugh track.
yeah.
Dump dog.
Yeah. Or Dick Wolf.
Nice. Yeah, that is quite the predicament.
So I'm trying to figure that out.
So you're playing patient game.
Yeah, I'm playing the patient game, and
so you're basically taken.
Yeah. Basically already on the scoreboard, so but it is hard to I would like to meet a woman at a place that like isn't a bar. It seems like, because I just feel like the bar has such like a one night stand theme to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Jim is like, we both have this like common interest, but I don't know. We'll see.
It's a tough. I think at this point, it's a statistics thing. It's a data game. So it's however you're getting the data in, whether you're out there in the real world, ciphering through the data.
I know, dude. I'm on the apps. I am on the apps, and
do you pay for the apps?
I a couple times I've been like, all right, let's just
pay for the apps.
Well, because
if you're looking for results, let me tell you this. I don't know if they've changed the way it works, but like this is my advice I used to give my buddies. Like, if you're looking for results, your job is to treat it like it's a job. One, like that, the app. Pay for the app.
Well, great. I already hate it. So
that's not. Yeah. So it's not limiting, right? You can't be limited. And then it's just a data. It's like you're trying to find the perfect job for you. And you're like in a job matching function. That's how they
treat like you're looking for a job.
Intermediate macroeconomics was explained by my professor in college in the context, because he was a younger guy, of dating apps.
Wow. That's interesting.
It's the same modeling.
Yeah. Well, and the times I've paid has just only been like where like Tinder and Bumble will be like, you have all these like likes. And I go, well, just fucking show me. Let me see who these like me.
Yeah, that shit's annoying.
No, it's blurred out, and then like you see and then a profile pops up, and then you look at the blurred photo, and then you look at this photo, because you're like, I'm like, is this her? I'm like, she either has brown hairs or is in the mountains. So I have.
I'm like, oh, there's a soft blue tint on the left corner of the screen.
Yeah.
Tint or lighting.
Dude, yeah, exactly right. Exactly right.
Oh, dude. You're doing like color eyedroppers to see like the color codes on the Photoshop to see if it's like the same blue. Jesus Christ, fellas. It's rough out there in these streets.
I know.
So maybe it's not a good city for dating.
I also think, but it's also like, my buddy, he's like a charming, hot guy. Dude, his Hinge is like the most unrelatable thing I've ever like seen in my life. Like he has like, 10 likes, 9 matches, and I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking great. Mine is like fucking to blow the cobwebs off of it, but then he'll like even like on Thursday with the High Plains volunteer appreciation party, and which I should have been at, and I didn't because of life obligations that popped up. I RSVP'd yes and didn't be able to come. I apologize to the gods of. Well, you know what? Plains. I didn't RSVP and I showed up, so we took my spot. We balanced it out. He was Sean Connery. That night. But dude, he's trying to talk to us about the apps and like, and like I'll get like 6 matches and then just like I'll just shoot off a bunch of responses to them, and me and my other buddy we're just like, we don't like that's not how we live our lives.
We've talked about this, the 5%ers with Alex, the echelon of men. Like, dude, we're all.
It's a sort. Yeah, the sorting function is.
Decent looking guys here, but there's just that percentage echelon of dudes who are just that extended tier above.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what gets 90% of the women.
Yeah.
A lot of women are like, I want the best for me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And they, translate physical attributes or whatever he's saying or doing on his app for that being what they want or need or good for them.
Yes.
And so those top 4 or 5 are taking the 90% pool, and then
yeah, that's why I started gaining weight, because I thought I was being unfair.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for giving us a shot.
Field here.
No, that is true, because also you also have to think about the way that people look at dating apps. Like,
Yeah, some people do it like with a comedic lens. Some people are approaching like, I want this to like profile to make me laugh or whatever. Some people write their profiles like they, like, or
even how serious they take it, right? Like, not saying that because when I first got on the app, I wasn't like, I was like, yeah, just the hottest. Oh yeah, I'm only gonna like
just the hot ones,
just the hottest women I've ever seen in my life. That's the ones I'm gonna try to match with.
Hot single women near me.
Yeah, and where it's like, well, dude, you're not even in that fucking league, dumbass.
Yeah.
But I do feel like other people see that where because they hate the idea of being on the app and they hate the process of it. So they're like, yeah, I'm only going to pick the hottest people possible because if it's going to be worth my time, they better be a smoke show.
Yeah, and that's what the studies have actually shown out through the data is that this phenomena is that all the buckets of women go to this top percentile of men. Versus, the matching function being a traditional, bump into. Maybe some people end up, there are 3 and they pull a 7. That happens in the real world in traditional old.
It's called being catfished.
Yeah. It used to be called being Catholic. Come on.
Expand on that though. I had an ex that would have had a Tinder account and would not use it in any serious way, shape, or form to actually try to gain relationships. She would just match with dudes who she thought were literally looked like freaks or were weird dudes, and she would just bait the conversations to see what shit they would say.
Oh,
I was like, wow, that's actually really awful. Obviously, I rose tinted glasses. I was like, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Poor dudes, because I'm with this girl.
Yeah, you're the winner.
I was like, man, that's so awful for all these dudes that are you don't even know. And she would have conversations with these dudes. It's just come on.
That's tough, dude. Because then you are getting your getting your expectations completely joked by her.
Yeah, so it's why even be on the app if your intention is just to make others,
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. And I think that's not a very unique thing, though. I think a lot of people do that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised that a lot of people were just treating it like it's a game.
Yeah. So if you're out there.
Exactly.
If you're out there and you get a genuine interaction with someone who's decent, hold on to that. Whether it's a friendship or relationship, whatever, just hold on to that because it's becoming sparser and sparser in the world. Truly. More of, whatever else that gamified thing we're talking about injecting itself into life. If you got someone that's decent and kind and they're, dude, stick by it.
But honestly, I wish
I don't know. I mean, I liked to dream as much as the rest of us when I was a single man, but there's a lot more to be said by trying to become content with, I don't know shit about dick, but I just want the long run grandparents love that my grandparents had and that kind of shit, seeing my buddies that, yeah, that's what I do.
For sure.
And so seeing, my buddies that are young, that are single, that may feel like they're not going to get that. It's yeah, dude, that's bullshit. They deserve that.
Yeah. I mean, there's always maybe extra things that come up too. Sometimes your schedules don't match. That is tough. You do like each other, but your schedules don't match, or maybe you're really into a thing, and the other person doesn't really have a thing, and then now you're busy with this thing, but this other person's not really that busy. And then you feel I don't know, you feel bad you're not hanging out with them when they're just hanging out, but you're doing your thing. All those things do pop up.
Yeah.
I just wish we could get rid of the messaging aspect. Honestly, it's you should just match and then go on a date.
No, the best advice I could offer my buddies is your job is to, as quickly as possible, use as a sorting. So you're you get your first sorting is yes, no, right, left. Okay. Now you've got your matches. Now, as quickly as you can, your job is to take it from I have a match with you in a communication to I need to have a phone call or meet you in person. Ooh, and if you don't want to waste your time with the in-person, that's a 0 date, they call it. That's a good tip.
0 date?
Yeah. You know why? Because voices matter, at least to me, dude. Holy shit, dude. So why waste my time going out and I hear your voice for the first time, let's get checked, please. So give them a phone call, 15-minute phone call. You can sparse out. There's your sorting function again. Now you've got your, pool of whatever from your likes down to the phone calls. Now I can go out into the world. Because if you're not using it as a tool for hey, I'm going to be a person in the world, try to see if I have a connection with you, then that's not the message. It's a bunch of bullshit. You're talking about people abusing their time, people abusing people.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. Yeah, it's just tough. When you're doing the messaging, it just feels like you're sending a version of a dick pic when you ask her out on a date too soon.
Yeah,
You know, because you can tell they still want to like kind of like message more.
You can have the best intentions, and they'll always assume that you're just trying to get some ass play.
Absolutely.
You know, like
absolutely.
Even if it's like 2% to 98%, there's always in the back of that girl's head, is this guy trying just to fuck?
Which is fair, you know? Yeah.
It's fair, and that's
because there's been times where I have done that.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Dude, that's low key. It's another one with it's like they're in men's brain.
The same 2%.
Yeah.
They are trying to level, but it's like who's the genuine ones and who are the ones that like want to sleep with you but also want to support you, and who are the ones that want to fuck you and be like.
Right.
You know, when we all have algorithms in our brain, though, the algorithms could guide us towards our partners. You know, we're so connected with the machines and technology and the techno oligarchs that we all pay our bills to and taxes to now. Like maybe when that's part of our life, that level, they can just be like, "That's your partner there."
Sharks.
Yeah,
sharks. I mean, that's where we're headed. Truly,
honestly, that's a good idea though. To just like, well, maybe not analyze
it's a terrible
private security, but like allow an AI to analyze like your whatever it could be an internet presence or something like that, and like how you've existed. I know we're
really racist person, racist person. You belong together.
Exacerbate issues, but also too like it's like hey, like we've seen that you guys have very similar commonalities and traits that would be progressive into a long-term relationship.
See, but that's the thing. So as
the only problem with that is that I've made a lot of gay jokes to my buddies, and they would just try to hook me up with a guy. Yeah. We look at your text messages, and you clearly love all of your friends. You're in love with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go, oh, that's why I'm fucking up.
Different app.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if they did like an algo in your brain as far as dating, like it'd be like you could only go to like a bar with people that you would match with.
Yeah, it's like it's if people can't do the sorting themselves, let the tech oligarchs do the sorting for them.
Yeah, dude, let Bezos find my wife.
Yeah. I mean, he'll be more efficient than you will be, apparently. You would have settled years ago. That's what the algorithm says.
Yeah, man.
But you're a free conscious being, single man in the world still.
Yeah, out here trying to find my baby girl.
You're listening to this, baby mama.
Yeah,
I know you're out there somewhere.
I know you're out there somewhere.
Dude, this has been a blast. I know you got a heart out, so let me get you on the road here. Have you heard of this country called England?
Yeah. One time.
Yeah, they got the silly thing over there they do called knighting.
Oh, shit.
Here at Top Shelf Studios, after a long-form conversation, I'm doing the hiding. Because all my life, Austin, people have been like, how's the weather up there? Can I get a couple inches? I've come to learn it's just because of this large vehicle I'm driving. I got this prefrontal lobe. You have yours now, too. Really, I'm awake. Oh, I'm just driving the vehicle again. I look out in the world, I'm like, oh, we're all just judging each other almost more than anything else on these vehicles that we're just in. It's like very confusing to me. So after a long-form conversation, I'm pleased to give you a heart height. How tall do you stand physically?
What a nightmare question. How tall am I? Yo, turn the cameras off. What the fuck? Yo, cut. I run out.
The pod's done. Physically. Remember, this is the meat suit. This is just the vehicle you drive. How tall do you stand physically in the meat suit that I'm looking at?
In the meat suit that I am
no, that you're in, not that you are. We'll have a whole nother episode parsing through consciousness with Austin.
Yeah. 5'9.5".
5'9.5". Austin Black. I heart height thee. 6'9".
Let's fucking go!
Huge! You might need a procedure on that heart. That might be a little bit much to bear out in the world. Make sure you tell the ladies, hey, I'm 6'9".
Yeah,
hide it on Intolerable.
Yeah, I have a 6'9" heart, so I'm delicate.
Treat me right.
Be gentle.
Oh, dude, what a blast. Where can the people find you, man?
On Instagram at Austin_Black__. And then I also just came out with the second issue of my comic book, The Janitor.
Fuck, you know what? It's the one thing I wrote down. I was like, oh, ask about this, because I usually don't do notes or let things organically happen. The Janitor comic book.
Yes. Yeah.
Let me ask about this now. What is The Janitor, your comic book?
It's about a janitor who works in a police station, and he uses the police's resources to fight crime at night.
I love this.
Yeah, I'm a huge like lunch lady janitor guy, just like the people we never like know who are kind of like making everything happen, or like we don't give them like their flowers. So I like wrote this book, and I'm like, oh, super! I'm very proud of it. The first and second issue are both at Mile High Comics.
Fuck yeah!
And then next week they'll both be at the Danny the comic book shop in Lakewood.
So when you're hearing this, they're out there in Lakewood as well.
Yeah, and you can also just buy them on my website as well.
What's your website?
austinblackcomedy.com.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I want to make sure I buy one and get you to sign it, and we'll put it up here in the studio.
Yeah, dude.
Epic.
I'd love to.
Epic addition to the studio. Please go follow him. Watch him do stand-up comedy. He's fucking hilarious. He's all over the place. Hit him up on Instagram. You can see all of his dates there. Thanks for being here, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me. You guys rock.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, do all the other stuff. Be good to people out there in the world and go meet your future wife. Fuck off and be well.